Hi, everyone. My name is Joshua Miller, and I am one of the Main Street America Small Biz Digital Trainers. Today, I'm going to talk about the basics for branding for your small business. By the end of this webinar, you'll be able to define your brand identity, understand the importance of brand consistency, and learn how to build brand awareness. First, we will define branding and understand what it truly encompasses. We'll then talk about why branding is so crucial for your small business success, from building recognition to fostering customer loyalty. Next, we'll tailor our discussion to specific business stages. We'll cover branding for new businesses, focusing on essential steps like market research and developing a brand strategy. Then we'll explore branding for existing businesses, including rebranding for a fresh start. Moving forward, we'll discuss building brand awareness through various channels like content marketing, public relations, and social media. Following that, we'll emphasize the importance of maintaining brand consistency across all touch points, from your website to your customer interactions. Then we'll explore how to measure your brand success by tracking key performance indicators and conducting regular brand audits. We'll also cover some common branding mistakes you want to avoid, such as trying to be everything to everyone and neglecting customer feedback. Finally, we'll wrap up with actionable next steps to elevate your brand, including conducting a brand audit and defining your target audience. I'm excited to share these insights with you, and I'm confident that this webinar will provide you with valuable knowledge to strengthen your brand and drive business growth. So let's start. What exactly is branding? Branding, by definition, is the process of creating a unique name and image for a product or service in the consumer's mind, making it stand out from the competition. So, branding is more than just having a logo for your business. Think of it as the personality and promise you make to your customers. It's about creating a unique identity that resonates with your target audience. This includes everything from your name, logo, to the colors you use. It's the way you communicate and keep your customers engaged. So now let's explore why branding is crucial for your small business. So you might be asking yourself, why is this so important? Well, a strong brand is incredibly valuable for your small business and its long-term success. It helps you build brand recognition, making it easier for your customers to remember and find you. It differentiates you from your competitors, showing customers why they should choose you over the rest. And perhaps most importantly, it creates and builds customer loyalty, encouraging them to come back again and again. So now let's look at the branding process for both new and existing businesses. If you're a brand new business, the branding process is an exciting opportunity to build your foundation from the ground up. The first step is to conduct thorough market research. So, who are your ideal customers? What are their needs and preferences? Who are your competitors and what are they doing? This information will help you define your brand strategy, including your mission, vision, and values. Your brand positioning statement is like your brand's unique selling proposition. It defines how you want your brand to be perceived in the mindset of your target audience. Think of it as a concise and compelling statement that differentiates you from your competitors. For example, instead of simply saying we sell unique gifts, you might position your local gift shop as the go-to destination for thoughtfully curated gifts that celebrate local artisans and support your community. This statement highlights the unique value you offer, supporting local makers and contributing to the local community, making your gift shop stand out from the generic big box stores. So now that you've defined your brand positioning statement, it's time to translate that into visual and verbal identity. This is where creating the brand identity guidelines comes in. Think of these guidelines as your brand's rulebook. They ensure consistency in how your brand is presented to the world, making it instantly recognizable and memorable. First, let's talk about your logo. How should it be used? Are there any specific size restrictions or color variations? Do you have a different version for different applications, such as a primary logo used to represent your brand and a submark logo for more condensed spaces? Next, consider your color palette. Choose a few primary and secondary colors that reflect your brand's personality. For example, if you're a spa, you might choose calming colors like blues and greens. Then we have our typography, which is very crucial. Select a few fonts that are easy to read and complement your brand style. Consider a serif font for formal applications and a sans serif font for a more modern look. And then finally, define your brand imagery. What kind of visual style resonates with your brand? Is it clean and minimalist, or is it bold and vibrant? You want to use images that evoke the desired emotions and align with your brand personality. So remember, by creating a comprehensive style guide and adhering to it across all your marketing materials, such as your website, social media, print ads, and more, you ensure a cohesive and professional brand image that strengthens your brand recognition and builds trust with your audience. Now let's discuss how an existing business can revitalize their branding. If you are an existing business, it's crucial to regularly assess your brand health. You want to start with a thorough brand audit. And this involves evaluating your current brand perception and how customers actually see you. Analyze your existing brand assets, including your logo, your website, your social media presence, and your customer service interactions. You want to gather valuable customer feedback through surveys, online reviews, and social media monitoring to understand their perception and identify areas for improvement. Based on your audit findings, you may decide that a rebranding effort is necessary. This could involve updating your logo to give it a more modern or sophisticated look, or revising your brand message to better reflect your current values and target audience. So consider refreshing your visual identity with new color palettes, typography, and imagery. Once you've made these changes, it's essential to ensure consistency across all channels. This means updating your website, social media profiles, marketing materials, and possibly even employee uniforms to reflect the new brand guidelines. And finally, you need to retrain your staff on the updated brand guidelines to ensure that they can effectively communicate the new brand message and provide a consistent customer experience. So now that you have a strong brand foundation, it's time to get the word out. Content marketing is a powerful tool for building brand awareness. Create valuable and engaging content like blog posts, articles, and videos that showcase your expertise and build trust with your audience. Another option is public relations, which can also help you reach a wider audience. Consider securing some media coverage in local publications or building relationships with local influencers. And then we have social media, which we all know is a very powerful tool for building brand awareness and connecting with your audience. You want to establish a strong presence on platforms where your target audience spends their time, whether this is Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or LinkedIn. Be sure to create engaging content that resonates with your followers. Go beyond simply posting. Actively engage with your audience. Respond to the comments and direct messages, participate in relevant conversations, and consider running contests or giveaways to encourage some interaction. By building a strong community around your brand, you foster loyalty and create a positive online reputation. To further increase your reach, you could always consider exploring paid advertising options. So platforms like Google Ads and social media offer targeted advertising campaigns that allow you to reach specific demographics and interests. And don't forget about your local advertising opportunities. Explore sponsorships for local events, partner with other businesses in your community, or consider advertising in local publications or on the community radio station. All of these options can help you connect with your local audience and build a strong relationship within the community. So now let's discuss how to ensure your brand message remains consistent everywhere. With your established brand identity, it's crucial to use your brand guidelines that serve as a roadmap for everyone involved with your brand. These guidelines should document all aspects of your brand identity, including how your logo should be used, your approved color palettes, the preferred fonts, and the key messaging that defines your brand. You need to share these guidelines with your entire team, including marketing, sales, customer service, and even social media managers. This ensures that everyone is on the same page and understands how to represent your brand consistently and authentically. So maintaining consistent messaging across all marketing channels is paramount, whether it's your website, social media posts, email campaigns, or even in-person interactions. You need to ensure that your brand message remains clear, concise, and aligned with your brand values. Train your staff to communicate with customers in a way that reflects your brand values. This could involve role-playing scenarios, providing customer service scripts, and emphasizing the importance of empathy and professionalism in all interactions. And finally, actively monitor brand mentions online. Track your brand's name, relevant keywords, and social media hashtags. Respond promptly to customer inquiries and feedback, whether it's a positive review or a complaint. Address them all. Address any negative reviews or comments professionally and constructively. This demonstrates that you value the customer feedback and are committed to resolving any and all issues. So, how do you know if your branding efforts are actually working? You need to track key performance indicators, KPIs. This could include website traffic, social media engagement, and customer acquisition cost. It's also important to monitor brand mentions and conduct regular brand audits to gather customer feedback and identify areas for improvement. Now let's explore some common branding mistakes that you're going to want to avoid. One of the biggest mistakes is trying to be everything to everyone. Instead, focus on a specific target audience and tailor your branding to their needs and preferences. Another common mistake is ignoring your competitors. Understanding the competitive landscape is crucial. Analyze what your competitors are doing well and identify areas where you can differentiate yourself. Avoid simply copying their branding. Instead, find your own unique voice and position your brand in a way that stands out from the crowd. Maintaining consistent messaging is essential for building brand recognition and trust. So ensure that your brand message is consistent across all marketing channels, from your website and social media to your email campaigns and even the in-person interactions. You want to avoid using conflicting or confusing messaging, as this can damage your brand's credibility. And finally, never neglect customer feedback. Actively listen to what your customers have to say about your brand. Gather feedback through surveys, reviews, and the social media interactions. Use this valuable information to identify areas for improvement and refine your brand strategy to better meet the needs and expectations of your customers. So now it's time to put this knowledge into action. And first, you want to start by conducting a brand audit to evaluate your current brand and identify areas for improvement. Then you want to define your target audience and their needs. Create that brand style guide to ensure consistency across all your marketing materials. So now it's time to execute your marketing strategy. Track your progress closely and be ready to adapt your approach as needed. I thank you for taking the time to watch this webinar, and I hope that this webinar has provided you with some valuable insights into the essentials of branding for your business. Have a great day.